what you know, it's about who you know. And LinkedIn's very much about that. You think about The Godfather. All you millennials out there going, what's The Godfather? Look it up. And it's all about networking. It's all about asking for favors, which you may or may not return. It's all about making your network count. It's about relying on people, about asking people for things. And the old thing used to be Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon used to be 6 degrees of separation. He used to be connected to every single person in Hollywood. Well, nowadays it's 3 degrees of separation. So I personally have 11,500 connections in Singapore alone. That's only important because it allows me to reach 330,000 second connections in Singapore, 1.5 million third connections, which means I can basically reach 2 million of the 2.3 million people in Singapore. So I can basically reach every single person in Singapore. But I do the same trick in Hong Kong. I can reach 1.4 of the 1.4 million people in Hong Kong, 1.9 million people in Sydney, 1.7 million people in Shanghai. I can basically reach 147 million people in Asia using my first connections. Because it's all about the power of your second and the power of your third. So that's why you do the same thing in Zurich. I can reach virtually every single person in Zurich, but I only have 469 connections in Zurich. But it's the power of the second connections, the third connections that enable you to actually reach out. So that's why you should say yes to people who have lots of connections. It allows you to actually broaden your network on LinkedIn. I can reach 3.2 million people in London, 124 million people in Europe, even though I do not live in Europe. Just by using the power of my first connections across Europe or across the world. You can do the same thing. Absolutely nothing stopping you doing the same thing. Your business. But ultimately, people buy people. You look at Elon Musk. He is the face of Tesla. He is the face of SpaceX. You know, when basically he tweets something or says something, the share price goes up or down. He has enormous power. It's his personal brand. And LinkedIn Sales Navigator allows you to use the data just like Elon Musk uses his contacts to actually achieve your objectives. This is the ultimate social selling, the Sales Navigator. This is the only part of my presentation is the premium version. Everything else basically you can do without being premium. But to do social selling on LinkedIn, you have to have Sales Navigator. The Sales Navigator is the social selling tool that allows you to create target lists like this, for example, which is basically owners of companies more than 10 years, 1 to 10, self-employed, second connections, Singapore, 1.6 thousand people. And then I can go through the data. I can see the 300 people who posted on LinkedIn the last 30 days. I.e. they're active. They're active on LinkedIn. Because not everybody's active on LinkedIn. Because although that's 610 million people that LinkedIn publish, they tell you they are on LinkedIn, but they're not active users. So you can't compare it with Facebook or with Twitter, which are basically quote you active users, because LinkedIn do not quote active users. So one way around this is to actually go on Sales Navigator and see who's actually posted on LinkedIn the last 30 days. We can only tell that on Sales Navigator on LinkedIn. You can also see people who've changed jobs on LinkedIn, which again is very useful. You want to contact them, start a conversation. They often change companies, change consultancies, and so forth. You can also see people mention the news on LinkedIn, and you can basically target people with an open profile. So I have an open profile on LinkedIn, for example, which basically is this little badge here. It says open. So I picked on Eduardo here. Some of you may know Eduardo Saverin. You should do. He's the second richest man in Singapore. If you take away property, he's the richest man in Singapore. So he's the co-founder of Facebook. He's also a partner of a capital group called B Capital. So one of the reasons he's in Singapore, which you may or may not know, if you Google it, you'll find out, is he escaped paying the US authorities about $10 billion in tax when he sold Facebook. Came to Singapore. Singapore said, welcome. But to come here, basically you have to invest in startups. So he said, fine, I'll happily save my $10 billion and put a few $1 million into startups in Singapore. I'm going to save the money. So you can actually contact Eduardo for free. Don't do it all at the same time. But Chris says, a really good idea if I pitch you my app. It's really cool. But you can't actually target Eduardo. I mean, he must get millions of messages every single day for people doing that. But you can't do it because it's open profile on LinkedIn. Whereas Darius here, he is basically hiring. He basically wants you to drop him a line. But the trouble is, Darius is not open profile. So although Darius has said, please contact me, you can't. Unless you have to be premium and send an email, which costs you money. So if you're not doing that and he hasn't accepted your invitation request, you can't actually contact Darius. Because how do you contact Darius? There's not even an email address there. So who are you going to contact? You're going to contact the billionaire Eduardo Saverin? who said, please contact me, and I had billions of dollars to give away, or you're going to contact Darius when you can't. So really, really use LinkedIn to basically wisely, be an open profile, let people contact you. Because that's what it's all about. It's about networking, it's about opening up. I've always been open profile. I want people to contact me. It's the whole point of business, anywhere in the world. So in summary, everyone may be seeing the film Gladiator. If you haven't, it's a fantastic film. It's all about reputation. Reputation is online, as I mentioned. Google searches bring up your reputation. LinkedIn searches bring up your reputation. And I know this from personal experience. Because I was on the front page of the newspaper about 7 years ago. Because I wrote a blog about taxi drivers in Singapore, and I got fired from my job. So I had to work very hard to rebuild my reputation. I was on all the newspapers and everything else. People started a whole debate about taxi drivers. It's before Uber and Grab came along. And then after 6 years, I actually ended up with the Business Times front page with my head as an example about how to build up a company and how to use LinkedIn to build up a company. So I went literally from that to that based on my reputation. That's where I ended up with thousands of LinkedIn recommendations. Working hard on reputation, working hard on delivering for people left, right, and centre. So the only thing stopping you doing this is time. Which is why I created Black Marketing 6 years ago, because I realized busy executives like you have no time to do their LinkedIn profiles. So I have a fantastic team, as you can see. I've also started being very diverse now. I even employ men. John persuaded me, he said, we need all the women in the whole of Singapore, we need to employ men now. So if you did enjoy the talk, please do recommend me. Thank you very much for listening.